now in Liberia, we're replicating success, supporting vets, creating access, and building a stronger West Africa. Together, we're building a future where no community is left behind. Farm Alert, transforming animal health, livelihoods, and lives. Across Nigeria and now Liberia, Farm Alert is redefining access to animal health, one community at a time. Too many communities lack access to affordable animal health services. Livelihoods are vulnerable. But change is happening. Farm Alert delivers efficient distribution, empowers veterinarians, trains communities, and expands access, starting from Nigeria to Liberia. From the hills of Taraba to the streets of FCT, our programs are empowering women and lives are being transformed. Through our Vetpreneurship and outlier programs, over 20 veterinarians have received grants and support to grow sustainable practices.
Hello everyone, I'm Dr. Adejumo Habitola, the CEO founder.
Two. I told you, is the land two. Hello. Two. And this is too loud actually. I'll pay. It's not a problem. I was see my phone. When you called me that time, I said 10. Never come. See my phone. Battery there. Thing just went black. I take the screen.
Hello viewers, my name is Dr. Asika Onyekachi Augustine, the founder of Foreign Pulse Veterinary Healthcare.
Hi, good afternoon. My name is Pasham Limuna Zetan and I'm the CEO of Vet Next Door Veterinary Services and Consultancy.
My name is Grace. I'm one of the recipients for the Vetpreneurship Award second edition sponsored by Farm Alert. Since the time of the award, our monthly revenue has 100%, and that is the least we have ever done.
I want to appreciate the leadership of the NVMA and Farm Alert for the Vetpreneurship Award. We are able to take steps in our journey. We officially registered our business in the Corporate Affairs Commission, completed our branding, and began building a trusted identity within the community.
From the tilling stall to the rainy days, grounds breaking, waves taking shape. We've come so far with our focus up, holding shoulders in empathy. Bridging the farms, leading the networks, unshaken, we set the pace. Our mission is clear, to be the best. 2030, we seal this test. In learning and building, we grow. We affirm a lot. In learning and building, we grow. We affirm a lot. Innovating solutions in the fields of care, where animals thrive. Essential and efficient strategic distributions, providing hope for all. In learning and building, we grow. We affirm a lot. In learning and building, we grow. We affirm a lot. From the tilling stall to the rainy days, grounds breaking, waves taking shape. We've come so far with our focus up, holding shoulders in empathy. Bridging the farms, leading the networks, unshaken, we set the pace. Our mission is clear, to be the best. 2030, we seal this test. In learning and building, we grow. We affirm a lot. In learning and building, we grow. We affirm a lot. Innovating solutions in the fields of care, where animals thrive. Essential and efficient strategic distributions, providing hope for all. In learning and building we grow. We are Family. In learning and building we grow. We are Family.
Ladies and gentlemen, can we please be seated? The awardees, if you're here, you can come this way. We have a special seat for you upstage. Awardees, please. Maybe they are not interested again. The awardees. Should I stand in for them? Please, for some of us seated behind, we'll share rice and we'll start sharing from the front seat. So you can just move forward. Hello, Mama. Please, let's move forward. Yes, you. Let's move forward, please.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It's an honor to be here today and to welcome each and every one of us to Vetpreneurship, the third edition. Good morning once again. So, firstly, we'll be recognizing some dignitaries that are here today, and I have the honor of welcoming Dr. Moses Arokoyo, the President, Nigerian Veterinary Medical Association. Please, a round of applause for him.
Let's put our hands together. With us this morning is Dr. Muhinda Otto. Dr. Muhinda is the country lead for FAO in Nigeria. Ladies and gentlemen, if you want to eat food, put your hands together for this man. Maybe some of you don't know what FAO is. Can you remind them? Food and agriculture. Food. Put your hands together for him. Thank you very much, sir.
Okay, we also have here with us Professor A.U. Junaidu, is a two-time commissioner in Sokoto State and a BOT member. Please, a round of applause for Professor Junaidu. Sir, please make your way forward. Thank you, sir.
She's just trying to be modest. If we begin to list the things behind Prof's name, we may not want to live here. So let's just leave it at that. Thank you very much, sir. Good morning and welcome. With us this morning, we also have the honor of the presence of our host, NVMA, the NVMA chairperson for Abuja, in the person of Dr. Joe Irobi. Thank you very much. Please take your seat, man. Please take your seat. I know I'll sleep for cell later in the day. Please take your seat, man. Let me also do the honor of inviting to our high table this morning Dr. Grace Samuel. Dr. Grace Samuel is the country managing director for Farm Alert. Our able partners. Let's put our hands together for. Clap well, if you see her, she's not looking like me. She's very fine. Please clap for her. Ma, you can take your seat here. Thank you. Ushers, can you hold her bags? Hold her phone. Thank you. And ladies and gentlemen, this morning we have the honor of presenting to you a group of veterinarians who have distinguished themselves. They are, when Vetpreneurship 3.0 was launched, I think we had over 57 people showing interest. And just 9 of them emerged. 9 of them. Put your hands together for them. Put your hands together for them. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to also welcome to the high table one of our very own, Dr. Monde Ojimeren. He's a mentor, he's a father, and he's so many things in one. Sir, Dr. Monde, let's put our hands together for him. You can come up, sir. You can come up. Keep clapping until he comes up stage. Thank you.
Okay, it's an honor to welcome Professor Folorenshaw Fashino, who is the chairman of Farmalat's advisory board and is also a One Health intelligence expert for FAO. Please, ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for Professor Fashino.
While we were making the presentation, one of the very big men in veterinary in our profession walked in. Ladies and gentlemen, please, with a standing ovation, let us invite Dr. Inua Musa, the Chief Veterinary Officer of Nigeria, to take his seat. Welcome, sir. So without ladies and gentlemen, please can we rise for national anthem?
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, before we start the national anthem, please permit me to welcome the General Secretary for the NVMA, Dr. Agbese. Please, a round of applause for him, sir. See, kindly make your way to the front, sir. Thank you, sir. Now we would take the national anthem with the help of the media.
Shall be a symbol that truth and justice reign. In peace and honor, let this we count as fame. To honor to our children, a honor without stain. Oh, God of creation, when peace our one returns, help us to build a nation where no man is oppressed, and so with peace and plenty, Nigeria may be blessed.
And God bless Nigeria.
There was this time somebody was nominated for an appointment and he went to the Senate and couldn't sing the national anthem, and we're all laughing. I didn't know that it would be my turn. Now they say sing national anthem and I'm scratching my head, but my son is singing it. We'll get there. Thank you very much.
I remember that when I was in primary school, my mom used to sing it a lot to remind us that, oh, this was a former national anthem, not knowing it was really going to come back. Thank God I know the first stanza. I'm not sure a lot of people know it. If anybody know it, maybe next time we're going to give you the next 1 million naira in Farmalat. Thank you. Okay, thank you so much, my co-host. So without wasting much of our time, okay.
Sorry for the technical glitch, but I will not cry. At this juncture, we would like to invite the chairman of this occasion in the person of Dr. Inua Musa for his opening remarks. Let's put our hands together for him as he makes his way upstage. Thank you very much.
A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. In the name of God Almighty, the most beneficent, the most merciful, our President, Nigeria Veterinary Medical Association, Dr. Mose Orokoyo, FAO ECTAT Team Leader, Dr. Otto Hindra, Professor Abdulkadir Junaidi from University of Sokoto, FCT Chairman, NVMA. Permit me to sound the exam protocol. Sometimes last 1 or 2 weeks, I receive a call from the NVMA president that there will be an occasion here on Friday 10. In fact, by yesterday, I was supposed to have gone to Kaduna for some important family issues, but I said I must respect my president and make myself available at this occasion. And here we are today. I do understand there are some help being extended to our young veterinarians that have just come up from the universities. The conventional thing before now, you go to university, you graduate, you get employed by government, and you start public service. Those days, not that they are gone, but things have evolved. The intent now is to strengthen the private sector. All of us cannot be in the public sector. And locally in Nigeria, 80% of private veterinarians are in the private sector. And these are people that render service to our livestock population to ensure national animal health, to safeguard public health, and ensure that we have national food security. Government will just provide the enabling environment, but those who opt to be with government, there is no problem. They also just know that government is choked up and there are not much spaces for graduates. Per annum, thousands graduate, but very few spaces for them to be employed in the public sector. So a lot of practice will be required in the private sector. Just last 2 days, we had a workshop organized by Press. They have built some infrastructures in the country. They have 3 more years to exit. It's a World Bank project of about $500 million. So what they have done now is to provide enough infrastructure for the provision of animal health and production in Nigeria. Now, most of these infrastructures that are being constructed by Press, world-class standards, are going to be managed by our professionals that are in the private sector. It is there that you are going to render actual animal health services that the country actually desires. Some of us in the public sector, you come to work, you don't come to work, they pay your salary by month ending. In the private sector, you dare not. If you sleep in your house, you don't go to work, you don't get anything, and life continues. Today, we have people that have done very, very well, excelled in their private practice. In particular, I want to mention Dr. Bala Mohammed, the CEO of Blue Blood. He's doing very, very well. Today, if you offer him to be a director in federal service, he will not even accept. How much will you give him per month? He makes 10 times what they're going to give, and then he has that satisfaction of practicing what he needs to practice. So I want to congratulate NVMA and Farm Alert for helping our young veterinarians that are out there from the universities to be engaged in meaningful activities that will not only be beneficial to themselves, but to their families and to the nation at large. It's something that should be supported by all. At this juncture, I want to also tell you something about the present livestock situation in the country. Just June last year, the president, in his wisdom, saw reason to create a new federal ministry for livestock development. We have never had an opportunity since the creation of Nigeria until last year. So I commend the president, President Bola Tinubu, GCFR, for that wonderful initiative. We are about to get our feet on the ground. It's not easy setting up a new ministry, but hopefully we're almost over. Very, very soon we'll be in the field to start some activities. Just the last 3 weeks to 1 month, my humble self and our minister and some directors were in Plateau State to interact with the governor, to commiserate with the governor on the killings that happened between the pastoralists and the crop farmers. And we were at Wase Grazing Reserve. Wase is a very large grazing reserve in Plateau State. Altogether, we were about 417 in the country. Some are gazetted, some are not. And they cover an area of about 5 million hectares. The ministry is desirous in making sure these grazing reserves come back to how they were before they were not given adequate attention, and they deteriorated. The one I know, when I was in Gombe State, where I was engaged, it has 140,000 hectares, very large grazing reserve, with more than 18 art dams. But rarely do these art dams take them up to the next rainy season. By December, January, they start rationing how animals will take in water. So if your cattle drinks water today, tomorrow they will skip. Yes, because they want to make sure the few dams that hold water up to around March, April extends to close to the rainy season. More than half will move to Taraba State, down to Benue and Cross River. That is the situation in most of the grazing reserves. But I want to assure you, the Home Minister is a practical livestock farmer. He has passion for it. He was doing very, very well in the oil and gas sector, but he took risks and came to the livestock sector. He's a dairy farmer, he's a poultry farmer. And very, very soon we'll be in the field to make sure that we develop pastures, we deseal all these art dams, we build veterinary clinics, human clinics, and schools in a settlement called farm settlement. They will be linked with off-takers who will be taking their milk and pay them there and then. They will be trained on modern methods of animal husbandry so that they improve on their productivity and livelihood. The era of moving from one place to the other is almost over. It's very, very clear. It's not paying anybody, neither the pastoralists nor the farmers. You trek from Sokoto to Calabar, from Maiduguri to Shaki, just to go and graze and get water, something you can provide internally. We know it's very free, it's very, very cheap, but it's very, very risky. You don't have time for anything apart from wandering in the land. In the course of this wandering, you cause conflict by trespassing into people's farms. There are other countries in the world that have livestock. Is that how they do? As I'm talking to you, the Minister of Agriculture and Livestock are in Brazil, and they are sending pictures to us. You will thank God Almighty for creating Nigeria. What they have, as we are hearing the reports, they are very much disadvantaged compared to Nigeria. We have everything. We have the human resource, we have the water bodies, we have different climatic conditions, but it appears we are not working hard to utilize these God-given resources to us. We have two rivers. Go to Saudi Arabia, very, very rich country. One single river they don't have. One single river they don't have. Go to Israel. It's a desert. We have free rain, free sunlight. Like the President of Burkina Faso will say, he doesn't know why his people are poor when they have enough sunlight and enough land. So in Nigeria, we have the solid minerals, we have agriculture, we have the people, we have the land. What is the problem? Is it the oil that has made us lose our senses? Oil is timed. Someday it won't be there. The world is going green. So we must embrace change. Otherwise, we're left behind. All these banditry, kidnappings, what are the causes? Idle minds. They are not engaged in anything positive. They are problem to themselves and problem to society. So I want to urge our veterinarians now that are going to be supported by Farm Alert to utilize what will be given. Judicially use that to invest very, very well, consult, look for advices, and become a useful citizen, become employer of labor instead of a job seeker. Today, I always say it, if you can raise, let's say, even 200 layers, 200 layers at 70% production, you will earn more than a graduate that's been given offer by the federal government. You can go into fishery development, cattle fattening. Just last year, the government of Saudi Arabia was in Nigeria, that's the Minister of Agriculture, requesting for a country to supply Saudi Arabia with 200,000 metric tons of red meat. And they will pay not in naira, but in dollars. They're offering as much as $7,500 per ton. If you do the arithmetic today, it's about 12,000 naira per kg, or 120,000 naira per ton. So there's a huge market for young veterinarians that come out in the field to put their hands in, practice what they were taught in the university, not looking at the white-collar jobs. So apart from Saudi Arabia, they say after United Arab came in, Egypt was with us. So there's huge demand for animal products in the whole world. It's left for us to tap on this opportunity and window. And they're not only coming to Nigeria, they were in Ghana, they were in Senegal, Botswana, and Namibia. So we have competitors. If we want to compete, we can compete. If we don't compete, they'll leave us behind and they will continue to stay with our own problems. Who will do it? Angels from heaven will not come and do it. It is we that will do it. Then we in government is to inform people to make the condition conducive for you to perform. That is why we're trying to create disease-free compartments, because as we are today, OIE or WOH have banned Nigeria from exporting animal products to anywhere in the world because of disease issue. So our best bet now is to create animal disease-free compartments and animal disease-free zones, where these animals can be raised in those zones. That's why disease-free. You have off-takers that will be taking fatting bulls or poultry or swine, slaughter. We're calling the private sector also invest in private abattoir establishments, because all this is a chain. They must conform to international standards. What you consume here, they will not consume there. And not only what we tell them, they'll come here physically to ensure that they see where you are raising these animals, where they are being slaughtered, how they are processed. Once that trust and confidence is developed, they'll just go back and they'll be taking your product, and you have market that you cannot be able to completely exhaust. So I don't want to talk so much. I want to wish all of us well, happy deliberations, and firm alert that are supporting this, our young graduates. God Almighty will bless them, make them prosper more, and our young veterinarians that are coming into the field will definitely not regret having read the courses they have read in the university, because they'll be full employers of labor. Let me stop here. I thank you so much for inviting me, and we shall continue to interact. And my office is always open for any veterinarian or para-veterinarian for further interactions. Thank you and God bless.
I think we can do better.
Thank you so much, sir. Now we know you don't have to wait for anybody. If you keep waiting for the government is not going to come and save you. You better save yourself and tap into the vetpreneurship aspect. Thank you so much once again, sir. So while Dr. Inua Musa was addressing us, we had Professor Matthew Adamu, the president of VCN, walking. Please, a round of applause for Professor Matthew Adamu.
And with him this morning is our very own Dr. Oladotun Fadipe, the acting registrar, VCN. A round of applause for him, please.
You're welcome, sir. It's always an honor to see you once again. So we also have here Dr. Bala Mohammed. He's the CEO of Blue Blood. A round of applause for Dr. Bala Mohammed. You're welcome, sir. Sir, please kindly come to the front, sir.
The ushers, please get his bag. Dr. B would always want to sit behind.
You're welcome, sir.
Sir, there's rice, so I will share it from the front seat. If you sit at the back, you know go reach here. You're welcome, sir.
Okay, the next thing on our agenda is to, I'm going to welcome the president of the Nigerian Veterinary Medical Association, NVMA, Professor Dr. Moses, for his welcome address. Please, a round of applause for Dr. Moses.
He's a professor. He's a professor. Moses. Maybe not in the academia, but he's a professor. If you know him very well.
Thank you very much. When the CVON came up, he did something, and I'm going to do the same. I'm following my boss. So when the CVON came up, he wore his glasses. So I will add my own glasses so I can actually look professorial. So I say a very good morning to every one of us. The CVON, we cannot thank you enough for making time to be here this morning amidst your very busy schedule. The council president coming all the way from Owerri, we thank you for being here this morning. FAO, Dr. Otto, for the honor, we cannot thank you enough, and Professor Fashina, for all you do around the world. Only God can reward you. Our teacher, our father, our professor, a board member of the Board of Trustees, NVMA, Professor Junaid, one-time former commissioner. You know, if we don't remind ourselves sometimes about the sacrifices and roles that these people have played, we tend to take them for granted. So once in a while, it's good to roll out their CVs so that we can better appreciate them. So we recognize you this morning, and we thank you for coming. Dr. Bala, CEO, thank you for all you do to support the private sector. We recognize you. Dr. Monday, thank you so much for the thousands you have mentored. God is your reward. And my chairman, FCT, tireless woman. We recognize you. And to my SecGen, thank you for always being there to give the necessary support. Thank you so much. All protocols duly observed. I thank you all for being here this morning. Now, I want us to take 1 minute of silence so we don't forget. NVMA is partnering with Farmalart on this project. And Coyote is not here this morning because he lost his father. So I'd like us to just give that honor to the man who gave birth to this wonderful young man. In 1 minute, can we rise just to give some moments of silence? May he so rest in peace. Amen. Thank you. Please be seated. So there is a question that has been at the back of my mind for a very long time, probably over the last 6-7 years. Everywhere I go, everywhere we go, I discovered that there are a group of persons whose names continue to resonate in the veterinary community, amongst other things they do, for the support they give, for the job they create, for the financial sacrifices they bring to the table. I'm talking about the Alassas, Dr. Musa Alassa of Adamo, Dr. Tunde Lawal of Tonarite, Dr. Oduton, who has been nationally recognized with an award for the tremendous work he's doing, the GMD, Group Managing Director of AMO, and like the CVON mentioned, Dr. Bala of Blue Blood, and so on. So it became a burden because every time, because I've been involved in raising funds for NVMA since 2011 as a younger person, I discovered that every time there is a need, every time there is something to do for the veterinary community, it is these same people I keep going to raise financial support for the veterinary community. And after doing it for close to 8 years or 9, I started asking myself, the day these persons get tired, what happens? The day these persons leave the scene, what happens? The day these persons pass the baton to the next man, peradventure is not a vet who sits on the seat of the MD, what happens? There is a need to build entrepreneurs who will replace these people. And so when I became the NVMA president, I started thinking, And one of the ideas that came to me was, how do we raise entrepreneurs from the younger generation, people who have graduated maybe 5 years after school? So I began to bounce this idea off a couple of persons. Can you collaborate with NVMA? Let's find a way to, engage our younger people as they graduate and empower them. You must have heard the story of Kayode sharing for how he came from debt to where he is. So money is needed, mentorship, guidance, but the truth is, we need to fill this space as these people continue to labor and in the future to exit. Who are the persons who will take over? Who will fill the gap? And this is what led to this idea that you see here today. I approached a couple of persons, and finally I called Kayode too, and I said, this is my idea. What do you think about it? Do you think Farmalat will be interested in collaborating? I included him in my research because a couple of years back, I've been privileged to be engaged in a certain project, of which he was one of those who came onto that project. And life can be very interesting. I did the approval for him, not knowing that sometimes down the line, this thing will come back. So the good that you do will live after you. And the evil that you do too will also live, unfortunately, after you. So it's a situation of one good turn deserving another, and that is what you see over the last 3 entrepreneurship, because people have been asking, this money came from where? How were these guys? Where did they get the money from? How can somebody be doing this? One day I will tell the full story of how we got here and how we are able financially to do what NVMA together with Farmalat is doing today. That story is for another day. But I recognize the role Farmalat has played over the last 3 entrepreneurship, the first, the second. This is the third, because the agreement, I said, I would like to do this in 3 phases, and we agreed on this. And I'm happy that today we are doing the 3rd phase of this program. The disease burden in sub-Saharan Africa, Professor Fashina will correct me, is $9 billion now, US dollars. Disease burden in sub-Saharan Africa is $9 billion US dollars. I think about 35% of that is in the Horn of Africa. But generally, that's minus 6% of the GDP of Africa for the disease burden we carry. If we don't position veterinarians very well in the near future, this will increase. And we'll continue to cry and to tell stories of which nobody is coming to save us. I mean, recent events have shown that nobody is coming to save us. We must save ourselves. World Bank, as of April this year, put the poverty ratio or percentage for rural Nigeria at about 75.5. And in the urban area, about 41-point-something%. And altogether, they said poverty in Nigeria is now at 30.9%. And all of this is becoming very alarming. And so we must do something, and do something intentional and strategic about all of this. And this is one of the things that this vetpreneurship is aiming to solve. Empowering our younger people. You'll be amazed at the kind of ideas these people bring. In Zaria, there was a support of 1 million that came when I went for the induction. 2 weeks later, the young man called me on a Saturday morning, 8 a.m. My phone rang, I picked the call. He says, I want to ask a question. I said, what's the question? He said, are you a human being? I said, what kind of question is that, 8 a.m. on a Saturday morning? Oh, God, I eat physical food. How can I not be a human being? And he said, my life has changed. I own 2 hectares of land. I have 200 broiler beds, and I'm opening a small pharmacy. I didn't know when water dropped from my eyes. He also broke down on the other side of the phone. He was crying and saying, my life has changed. When I finished the call, I told myself, 1 million. Somebody's life changed. God help me. I commit to doing far more than this. Imagine giving such a fellow 5 million. He will change his community. With 1 million, he has 2 hectares of land, 200 broilers, opening a small pharmacy. You give somebody else that 1 million, tell what did they give us that they are doing whatever. Two sides to every coin. But when we go on, you will see certain videos and testimonials. And there is no regret at all for this journey that I've started. And so to our awardees this morning, I want to congratulate you for being a part of this story. I want to thank God that we are seeing a day like this. With 9 of you, the total amount expended so far will come to 42 million. If we have not done anything at all, an idea has given birth to 42 million, being committed to raise people that will come after us. And so as I close, deliberating with my wife one day, I used to jokingly say my son and my daughter, they are the people who own the house, own this, everything that we have. We are just I don't know what to call us, the guardians, they are the directors. Whatever we do at the end, we are doing for them. So we are engaging, talking, and I keep saying so in the next near future, in 2 years, the word future came about 3-4 times, and my son, this fellow is 10 years today, then he was just 8 years. And he said, Daddy, excuse me. I said, yes. He said, you are mentioning future, I'm confused. I said, what's your confusion? He said, but you're already in your future now. He said, so when you are saying future, it's me and my sister you should be talking. You're already in your own future. I didn't know what to say or think. But my first reaction was, Isaac, please step outside. So I told my wife, they say you are already in your future. Is this the kind of future you had expected? It was a statement of a child, but my life changed effective immediately that day. I realized I was actually in my future already. This was 2 years ago. And I'm again entering further into my future 2 years later. I asked is this the kind of future that I envisaged? Time waits for no man. Take your 1 million today and run this race of life. Take it with all the honor. Don't despise it. It's little. In the Nigerian economy, is 1 million is really nothing. But see it as a seed. Plant it and water it. Put your backs to whatever you are doing. And I can tell you 1 million can change your life. We did not have this privilege. Nobody gave us anything. Time will fail me. I would have shared my life story with you. But again, that will be a story for another day. If we could get here by the grace of God, you can do far beyond what we have done. And on that note, I want to say congratulations to you. And I want to welcome every one of our esteemed guests, particularly our president, the council chairman or president, for really pressing to be here this morning, coming from activities that has to do with this profession from Owerri this morning. And to our registrar, thank you for the sacrifice. We honor you. And the CVON, once again, you postponed your journey to be here. I don't take it for granted at all. Our BOT chairman, you've been here for 2 days. You stayed again for today because you honor. To the 9 awardees, I want you to arise. Before I drop the mic, I want you to arise and turn to your right. That will be my left. They say vet is paramilitary. All of these persons you see, none of them is of any less repute. Like the civilian say, if you give Dr. Bala, how much will you give you? And say you should come and work for government. It cannot happen. These people left all they are doing and they came here. Not because of me, they came because they wanted to honor you. If you are a lady, you curtsy. If you are a fellow, if you are a man, you bow. At the count of 3, I just want you to bow curtsy and to thank them for coming here to honor you today. 1 and 3, go. Thank you so much. I wish us the very best engagement. God bless you. Please be seated. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Mr. President. Let's put our hands together for President. 42 million naira. Buy the Ferrari or Lambo.
The next time like this, I think I'll be part of the people that will collect the money. And I'm sure Dr. Moses will increase it when it comes to my time. That time I'll get like 5 million naira. That person that thanked you for 1 million naira, by that time I'll thank the CVON, the VCN, Professor Fashino, Dr. Moses. For the next 1 month, I'll just be calling them. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you, sir. I'm grateful, sir, because I'm going to change my entire state. I'm from Ogbomoso, Oyo State, so I'm going to change my entire state. Everybody will be like, who is that young vet? I'll be like, it's me. Oh, they gave me 5 million naira. Thank you so much, sir, once again.
You won't be the candidate. You'll be calling them. I'll be going to their houses. So I should be the candidate.
Wow.
Thank you very much. We will take goodwill messages. First on our list is
the reputable,
wow,
the honorable, the humble man that I know, one of the most amazing people I've met, honestly.
You know, sorry, let me cut you. I've heard of his name.
Okay.
I've always envisioned this big
man.
this. So when I met him, I was like, this man, the name is so big. But when you meet him, he shakes you as if he's your friend. And I mean, he's a great man. He's a great man.
Please permit me to welcome the first person that will be giving the goodwill message, Florence Fashion, the chairman of the advisory board for Farmalat.
His professor, put your hands together well.
Yeah, thank you very much. All protocol duly observed. The CBON, my president, the president of the Vet Council of Nigeria, the president we did some things together back in Pretoria, which I will not open today, so that we can maintain his status. We'll discuss that some other time. But really, I know him, and he's really a very worthy. My colleague, until very recently, is the country team lead for ECTAD in Nigeria, as I was in Kenya and some other countries, and we've worked together very closely. Professor Junaid, for word of advice and wisdom. I've known him also for a very long time. Indeed, the first time I got to meet him was when I was a student. We did the NVMA convention in Sokoto back then. That was in 93 or thereabout. And so many other reputable persons seated on the high table, as well as the millionaires, the latest. The chairman of the FCT, please, you are no less a worthy person, otherwise I'll be detained by the time I want to get out of this place today. Yeah, so really, I want to thank you for the privilege, the NVMA, as well as the Farm Alert, for making this opportunity available to the young professionals. Indeed, I was thinking through it at one time because the report is presented. When they were presenting the board, I asked Femi, I said, I hope you are tracking these people you've given this money to and see that they are making progress with the money they have got. How I wish that when I was doing my national service, I had the opportunity of somebody giving me 1 million. Space, and I will think of working in the private sector. But well, I don't know. I was discovered much earlier, and the person that discovered me was the person I served under, and he said, you, this young man, I'm going to send you to NVRI. You are not going anywhere. And that was how I started. I did my NYSC at the Federal Ministry of Agriculture back then. And I remember the highest amount used to be 50 naira. We call it wazobia or something like that then. And then when I got my first, the first call duty allowance, impact. In the places you'll be going to with the million you are collecting today, what impact would you be creating? That is what should be at the back of your mind. You are privileged. I tell you, out of the so many, you've been selected as one of those few to benefit from this. Please don't take it for granted. And all the people seated there are witnesses today that you are being catalyzed to start. You know, when you put enzyme or a catalyst in a system, you don't expect it to remain the same. So a few years down the line, we'll be waiting to see whether you are dead with the million or you've become somebody bigger. Don't go marry second wife if you intend to marry. You can delay it for now. Let the money generate other income before you think of marrying another wife if you want to do that. And think of how to make positive social impact. I would like to stop at that and thank the different persons in the high table who had contributed to this opportunity, because an idea never matures just by the idea of somebody, but because you have so many people that supported that idea and catalyzed it to maturation. So thank you very much for this privilege, and I wish you all the best as you engage in utilizing the fund effectively. Thank you.
Let's keep clapping, keep clapping. Thank you very much, Prof. We would also like to take another Prof for the goodwill messages. We would take Professor Matthew Adamu. Professor Matthew Adamu was the Dean, Faculty of Veterinary Medicine, College of Veterinary Medicine. Makurdi. And he's the current president. Put your hands together for him. I want to remain in the register.
The member of the Board of Trustees of NVMA, Professor Janaidu, President NVMA, the Chief Veterinary Officer of Nigeria, our FAO ECTAD country lead. I've not seen you for some time. And our senior colleague made in Maiduguri, Dr. Monday. Nice to see you. This man with so much money that don't want to sit with me, Dr. Bala, I was giving him seat. He refused to come and sit close to me because our elder brother, CVON, said he will not receive 10 times the director's salary at the ministry. It's a day of joy to me because the last time I saw Professor Fashino was in 2015 when I went for a 1 month research at the University of Pretoria. So it's nice to see you, Egbon. after a very long time. That's a decade. And by the time I pull my cab, you see the gray hair has multiplied in number, because 10 years is a lot of time. We're at the University of Pretoria together, where we did our PhD. Coincidentally, we all finished DVM the same year. So we are all, and our wives are friends, and our children. So nice to see you, Egbon. We just came in straight from the airport this morning. We're at Owerri yesterday, where we inaugurated the Veterinary Premises Practice Committee for 3 states, Imo, Anambra, and Ebonyi states. Last month, we did that of Enugu and Abia State. So that has completed the Southeast region. And we need to do that, because if we don't get our premises practicing committee on board to be working, because our strength is not in those of us with government. Our strength is based on the success of those who are in the private sector. When the lawyers are intimidating people, they're not intimidating people because of those of them in government. It is because of the success of lawyers in the private sector. The senior advocates of Nigerians that are receiving briefs that run into billions of naira, those are the people that make law tick. Those are the people that make law enviable, that make law a profession that young children want to be in. When you go into accounting, it is the private sector people that drive that profession. Those guys who have ICANN, who have ANAN, and are working in private sector, that come to audit CBN, that audit NMPC, they are the ones that make accounting profession tick. If veterinary medicine should not be an exception. If we want to make impact, then the private sector is the place that we need to support. They should be the drivers. They should be the ones that will say, oh no, when I see a vet, I want to be one. Some years ago in Sokoto, when Sokoto hosted the NVMA, or thereabout, our late senior colleague who owned animal care was at that meeting at the NVMA in Sokoto. And when I got closer to him, was wearing, I can't forget it, lace white material. And if you see, you know, even if you want to pretend you don't have money, there's one part of your body that will expose you, your skin. You see, something is, so when I saw Dr. Agbato's skin, it was reflected, and I was looking at those of my professors. I could see the clear difference that he was really doing. He doesn't have money. When I see his skin, I know that there is money somewhere lying deep inside. So we want to congratulate Farmalart and NVMA. You see, the president of NVMA is a private sector person. And so the thinking is different from people in the public sector. We need to drive the private sector to do well. I have my student who finished 14 years ago, Solomon Zebe, for those who in private sector will know him. And he came to me, I supervised his project. Immediately I left Pretoria. I left Fashion Idea to be enjoying himself. I came back to suffer a little. When we finished the project, he went for NYC in Aba and came back and said, Oga, I want to come and do a master's. I said, no, please, just leave this place. I said, I've chosen this path. That's my business. It's my cross and my turn. I will go, but I don't want you here. I told him straight. And maybe he wasn't happy, but he had to obey me. I said, no, you won't do masters. The masters you do later will be a master's in business administration, MBA. That's what I told him. Today, I want to say that if I'm broke and I need an IOU of 2 million naira, I can call Solomon and say, please, can you send me 2 million naira? In the next 1 or 2 months, I'll get the money across to you. And I'm happy. It gives me joy and happiness that he took that advice and is doing well. And I want to say that those of us who ran away to public to the public sector are the ones with the heart of a chicken. Those who have the heart of a lion decides to stay in the private sector. Yes, initially it may really be tough, but believe you me, if you don't look back, if you keep your eyes, be focused, you realize that in no distant time, you look at us. How much is a professor's salary? I know it at the bar. If I'm going to rely on that, I may not be able to train my children. Honestly, I can't train my 3 children who are in secondary school based on that salary. So, Farmalart, NVMA, you are driving a process that we're already thinking about these guys to replace the people you have mentioned. Now, that is what leadership should be. I challenged some of my seniors sometime last year when I said that, what are you coming back to do on the board of the Veterinary Council of Nigeria? And the person said, no, the young ones have not prepared to take over this thing. I said, what have you done to train them? I said, what have you done to train them? Yes, we have leadership deficit, but again, we should ask ourselves, what are we doing to train them? Whatever sector we find ourselves, it's not just entrepreneurship. We equally need to train people to take over NVMA, to take over Veterinary Council of Nigeria, because for me, the 2 times you have given me is enough. I'm taking my bow at the end of this time when God keeps me alive. But we need to be deliberate to bring up leaders that will take over the space. And that is what the NVMA president is doing in the area of entrepreneurship. Let us equally look at other sectors too, that we need to train people to take over from us. I wish you all the best. As this seed enters your hand, don't eat your seed. Sow it, nurture it, and it will multiply some 10 folds, turn 50 folds, and we'll come and celebrate you. Thank you very much, and I wish us the very best.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We can keep clapping, keep clapping.
Thank you so much, sir, for the goodwill message. I would like to welcome Professor Junaidu up on the stage to come and give his goodwill message. A round of applause for Professor Junaidu.
A 2-time commissioner, a member of the BOT. You can do better. Keep clapping, keep clapping.
Oh, thank you very much. Good morning, everybody. Let me first of all acknowledge the president of the council first before my certificate was drawn. You are most welcome, sir. And then my able and capable president. Morning, and our Oga at the ministry, the head of all of us there. Dr. Musa, you're most welcome. Other dignitaries, please, you're most welcome. When the president was saying my skin was good, I said it's Vaseline that I put this morning because we're eating from the same pot. If you talk about Bala, that is a different bottle game. We are being in the same class with Bala. And when we graduated, he decided to move to private sector. I was even trying to pity him, not knowing that I will be the one that will be pitied. I was trying to pull him to the academics, but he was dragging. But now, whenever they talk about Bala, the first thing is they think of money. When they talk about his papers, they say that one are talk, because not academician. Well, back to the basics. Honestly, I'm very, very happy for the wonderful work our president is doing. because this is a very, very credible and good initiative. He has been giving back to the society what is expected of somebody that has gotten to a certain level. And our awardees should feel honored for this giant stride made by this young man. If this has been started for a very long time, I'm pretty sure many of our vets will not be running looking for jobs in government. Because the time you are going to dedicate yourself to work in government, if you dedicate it for your own personal work, what you're going to gain, even in terms of monetary aspect, forget about other commitments from the society, you'll get more than what you get from government. And I would like to challenge you to form an alumni from the first time those that were given up to this stage. So I will be having a network, and we'll see what you'll also be doing as a team to help your younger ones. That is the essence of this. I'm pretty sure if you do that, you'll be helping others, especially those coming behind you. With the initiatives of the federal government, particularly with the creation of this ministry, this is a very good time for us to come and form some level of collaboration. If you are to even just talk about our grazing results, 415 of them covering 4.275 million hectares. Of course, only 141 were gazetted, covering 2.7 million. We may not even have enough beds to manage them. The pasture development project alone can be given to private sector, and they will do excellently well. I'm happy I was part of those that were in the team of L-Press that had a workshop yesterday and day before yesterday. The initiative is so excellent, and we gave wonderful suggestions. The presentation by our president was excellent. In fact, I told him that, President, are you sure you have not missed way? Because you are more of a PR man when it comes to talking and giving advertising products, all this thing, because he was doing it excellently well. And all the points raised were captured. Dr. Wala was also there. Our CVO was there. And so many good proposals were made. I'm sure if we will be able to have some level of collaborations with NVMA and VCN, we can be able to form a team that will assist L-Press and other similar projects of the federal government, so we can have when somebody will now come and say maybe he wants to merge ministries. If you remember, the federal government, ab initio, wanted to merge ministries. And some of those opposing the creation of this ministry were saying that Tinubu said that he's going to merge ministries. Why is he creating so many ministries? I have appeared on about 3 presentations on television and radio discussing on the need on why this ministry is necessary in my state. Giving explanation, I'm not working for the Federal Ministry of Agriculture, but I knew the essence and importance of this ministry. So I took my time to come to of the private stations that had wider audience, and also some TV stations, to talk on the need for the creation of this ministry, justifying why it should be created, and people were enlightened. Now it is now the onus lies on us to prove to the world that that creation of ministry is very necessary as is justifiable. We are the driving force. If we fail to do that, then we have failed the nation, and we have failed the federal government for creating this ministry. And this type of partnership, this type of support you are getting will help immensely in making that story a success. If I were to be in your shoe now, I'll not work for government. I'd rather go private, because I know if it is money I'm looking for, I'll make more money when I'm in the private sector. Yesterday, as we were in that seminar, I was asked to please forward some marking scheme. You may remember when I was touching my phone, trying to send marking scheme. You don't sleep. But now, when they call him, he said, put that million in that. Well, I'm saying that one is A, not to B, the answer. That's the problem with academia. So please, make sure you utilize your funds very well. Make sure that the funds you're going to utilize will help your community, your society, and the upcoming ones. So at present, when he wakes up in the morning, he may not only cry, he will shout so that his wife will say, what is wrong? He said, no, it's happiness because you have done proud, and that is why he's happy about. I know if you are working in places like where Additional is working, you may not feel the pain. When they were saying, you have not come to Nigeria, in my mind, I say, why should he come? When the supply is there. Before I used to say, please come and stay. And no. If you advise a student to remain and he felt bad, he didn't do well, he will blame you. When my younger brother graduated, in my family we have over 10 professors and several PhD holders. So when he came out of school, he read computer, he said he wants to stay in the academics. My late brother was said, look, go and do something else. We cannot have all our this in one pot. If we have strike, they stop all our salary, everybody will be scared. He took this thing, he started working for government, but he opened a very big computer center, almost the biggest in the state. And he's earning millions and millions. At times when they say, when those guys say, where is Oga? I say, well, when it comes for book, I'm doing. But when it comes for money, is this young man. So please, whatever you are given, take it very serious. The commitment you put in it, the dedication you are going to put will determine how best you utilize the money. As my friends said, don't go and look for a wife. Maybe some of you are not yet married. When they see you that million, they will move closer. I'm not saying you should not start arranging, but make sure that you are well grounded. Before they finish eating the 1 million, you have made 10 million out of it. And we look forward to a situation whereby we should be able to give each person 10 million naira minimum as the time comes. Mr. President, thank you for the wonderful job, and we commend you for what you are doing. The EVOTs are sending their greetings and their support on this, and wish you all the best. Thank you, and God bless.
Thank you, sir. To take us further, invite.
Okay, sir. So I would like to welcome Dr. Otto Muhinda, the country lead for FAO in Nigeria. A round of applause for Dr. Muhinda.
Dr. Muhinda is not a prof, so he will speak for 2 minutes or less. Just watch and see.
I'm not a prof, although I have been a lecturer at university, and then I left as you were advising this. I graduated in 1994. I did this for 4 years. I found Bala scheme. It didn't happen, but it's okay. Allow me to stand in established protocols. trying to intervene in animal health sites. And they said, no, this could not develop livestock sector. So now I'm in Nigeria. This was coming, and I saw it coming, and it has been achieved. It's one of the single achievement in the history of the country. As you said, sometime later, somebody will come and say, "Oh, this is no longer good. We can't. You have to remerge again the ministries. We have to fight for that. This ministry should absorb other ministries. Me, I work in One Health. We should absorb some part of the environment to come to the animal and livestock sector. We should absorb some part of the Ministry of Health, because all these diseases are coming from the wildlife, from animals to affect what we call this zoonotic disease today. Are coming from where? From our side. So we should do whatever to strengthen the Ministry of Livestock Development in a country like Nigeria to grow bigger, because it is an enabler for the profession. This enabler will help the profession, the country, Nigeria or any other country, to have a mounting trend of the professionals. And I think this is an excitement that everybody should have. All the professionals, all the vets, even the paravets, because we should also think about them. Sometimes we go to the field and you meet them, and they are, even all of them should be excited by this situation as is coming to the country to make the livestock sector stronger and meaningful to the economy. Because everything is about the economy. You found all the agronomists having an office and a shop in town. This is the economy. They are able to stay in the office and also do some of the shopping, which is also contributing to the economy. So since we have this ministry, we should be able to make a historical change in Nigeria. I'm happy that the NVMA, for which I'm also a member, I don't forget it, is pushing to this private entrepreneurship. Actually, it's the way to go, because the number of offices are not expanding, but a number of needs on the field are expanding. My Oga was talking about Brazil. If you go back in the past 30 years in Brazil, people were dying by hunger. But now Brazil is the second supplier of food in the world, in Latin America, because majority of people are looking for protein from animal origin. So this is the way to go. As you said, dairy. If I look around, I see the country. This is everything's there. Professionals, land, water, millions of animals, millions of consumers. We have all the factors to make our profession great. So I would really want to thank the NVMA president, the VCN president. I know you have his support, especially Professor Matthew, that I have started to know since 2 years back. You have his support. We can support all of you to multiply by 10 or 20 the number of those who are engaging in the private professional, because this is the future of whatever we are doing. The future of France. I live in France. 80% of the vets are private. 80%. 90% in Germany. There's no any country in Europe that have less than 70% vet in private. So this is the future to go. So let's pray God that you multiply and you have more in coming years, so that the profession will probably impact the economy of Nigeria and the meaning of it in the whole community. I thank you very much for your attention.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you very much. To take us further, we would want to invite Dr. B, we call him. He's a young man, very, very young, but he has gray hair. So he's full of wisdom. And he would give us some of this wisdom, especially for the special 9. This is somebody you should not be far from. At least he should be one of the favorite numbers you would call. There's a lot you would learn from him. He will just give you 2 minutes right here, right now, but follow him for more. Ladies and gentlemen, please make welcome Dr. Bala Mohammed.
Thank you. The President of the Nigerian Veterinary Medical Association, the President, Veterinary Council of Nigeria, the Registrar, the Chief Vet Officer of the Federation, the country lead ECTAD, my brother, Professor Fasanya, my chairman, FCT chapter, Dr. China Joe, and my senior colleagues. I'm actually his master. I think he's the youngest man, and 2 of them, Dr. Monde Ojemere, and the younger one behind. A lot of people don't know the connection between these 2 young people. I cut my teeth in the practice of vet medicine 31 years ago under these 2 gentlemen. And till this moment, I've not regretted my relationship or choosing to do what I do, because I have always had them to guide me. First, let me start by thanking the President and the Nigerian Veterinary Medical Association for midwifing a program like this. It's not easy for people to make decisions in terms of taking the path that some of us took. But if you have very good guidance and you are able to get people who help you make that decision, and to me, the 1 million naira is too much for anyone to take that bold step in getting into private practice. I say this because both in theory and in practice, we've seen where people with a silver spoon will be given money and they become wars for whatever reason that it is intended for. And we've also seen where, in Lagos Business School, my school, we've seen professors of business operation, business strategy, and go into businesses. And I know of so many cases where Dangote built a hall for us in Lagos Business School, and then got some of our teachers to start a business, but it collapsed. So what is in need altogether is what NVMA is doing for us today. And I'd like to congratulate you. I truly envy your position that you are just starting, and not only that you are getting money, but you are getting connection to those who will help you navigate the murky waters of business management. 6 years ago, unknown to many of us here, I was asked to take over Niger Farms in Port Harcourt. Niger Farms is owned by Rotimi Amechi, and I sat down with him for like 5 hours with a lot of other people, and then we were discussing. It's a grant. I think it is the only farm with GPS. CHI, yes. So I know where the story is coming. They've gotten a license from the Netherlands, and it's for 25 years. And I was given about €1 million to see what I can do to reactivate the farm. And I quickly identify about 36 young people who are into poultry business. And out of that number, I think about 14 are vet, others are animal scientists and just business managers. And I went to the Netherlands with the managers and some other people. I enlisted them in GD Academy in Denver, in the I think it's Deventer. So for 1 month we sat, and then the second time we went, I went with late Bello Age, and we bore the cost. But I realized that these people were doing things with some unconventional. They are successful, but not following through the books, what we learn in business school. And I was surprised. So when I came back, I told those who engaged me and that we are ready to go. And I think they put in about €1.1 million then, and then we got about 25,000 GPS, the eggs, from the Netherlands, and we also got some other people and some engineers to come and service the equipment. They were all big Dutchman equipment from Germany, and we lost the eggs because the machine failed. What happened that saved the business? 3 things. Immediately I got in, I learned that when you get into things like that, it's very necessary. So I approached an insurance company from Abuja here, and then they insured not only the eggs, but some of those equipment were insured. Secondly, I changed the name from Niger Farms to Jokal Farms. That farm is known as Jokal as I talk. And I changed the name and then reconstituted the board of management and gave it a new look in terms of governance and what have you. And then the last one was that I have about 34 or 36 colleagues who are the foot soldiers that will run the business, those guys that we went to the Netherlands with. And when everything happened, because there was very good business governance, because there was also a backup risk management platform in terms of the insurance, and most importantly, these foot soldiers that were taken, because we then had PS. I mean, we have some few PS, but GPS, but they are old. So we were able to get and leverage on CHI that were also coming in to service our equipment. And CHI supported almost immediately with some PS, the parents talk, and we were able to get into business. And this 36 younger colleagues were able to turn things around, taking day-old chicks, both layers and broilers, back to Ibadan, back to the north. And in less than 10 months, we bounced back without even the owners knowing what we went through. Now, I am saying this, 1 million naira may look very big. Now, it's nothing. You need guidance of the association, the farm alert, and those who have been there before you. You also need to give your business a proper governance structure. And then you also, depending on the aspect of the business that you want to take, you need to de-risk your business. And there are so many ways you do it. And like they said, my brother here said, a lot of other people have been there. Even the the 1.1 graduate and 1.2, they've been there. They must have made some mistakes. But you know what we expect is that some of these downs may not be up to the ups that the project will have. Please go back to what Professor Abdul Qadiri said. Liaise with those people and those administrators of the program. Whatever mistake that those before you have made, don't repeat those mistakes. Find those who are there before you, humble yourself. You can call, my phone numbers for those who know me, you can call me anytime and I will be more than happy. If I am unable to come to you, the least I could do is to give you audience, even virtually, and then we see what the problems are, and then we will navigate. And for me and some of my colleagues that are your senior colleagues, would like to welcome you to the platform, and then to also assure the president of the association that we will also try and discuss to see what we can do in our own small way in making sure that this is expanded, it is made really very strong and something that is an ongoing concern. Needless, I say. Just like the APC will also say yesterday in their meeting, I think we should endorse Moses Arokoyo for the second time.
Thank you very much, sir. You get stuffs like that from professors. Dr. Bala, in his own right, is a professor. Hausa people would say, "Imkuniyaji gagenjikiyatira." I'm not a prof yet, so I will not explain. To take us further, she would like to invite. Are you shy?
No,
Don't be.
I'm not shy, sir. No. So permit me to welcome Dr. Monday to the stage to give his goodwill message. Please, a round of applause for Dr. Monday.
Put your hands together.
Whatever you know is honest. Whatever you know is honest, is true, is sincere. Those are the things you must follow. Are we together? I don't know whichever areas that you are going to be featuring in, but there's always the right thing to do. And once you do the right thing, the outcome can never be in the opposite. Congratulations. Thank you.
That was short and precise. Thank you so much, sir.
He's a prof. He's a prof. And let me just say one thing. One of the first times I went to Blue Blood, I met Dr. Bala in his office. We talked for some time, and I was leaving. This man left everything he was doing and walked me through the door. We went out, stood by the car, and he was still, I was like, maybe this man knows in me. He's probably thinking he's one big man. It's me. That is the welcome you get from these professionals. Get close to them, and your life will never remain the same.
I think one thing that I've learned since I've been meeting vets, I just moved to Abuja late last year, and one thing I've noticed when I meet elderly vets is that their humility is worthy of emulation, honestly. Like the way they approach young vets is always amazing. They don't see you and assume that maybe you are young. They'll approach you, give you a handshake. Some will give you a side hugs, be like, it's just me, I'm just a young vet. So thank you so much, Saz and Maz, for teaching us humility. Thank you so much. And lastly, I would like to welcome our own mama, somebody that is extremely amazing. Okay, before I welcome the CMD, we would like to take the presentation now so that we'll go ahead and fasten things up. Thank you so much.
President Trump.
And now Liberia. Farm Alert is redefining access to animal health, one community across Nigeria. And now Liberia. Farm Alert is redefining access to animal health, one community at a time. Too many communities lack access to affordable animal health services. Livelihoods are vulnerable. But change is happening. Famala delivers efficient distribution, empowers veterinarians, trains communities, and expands access, starting from Nigeria to Liberia. From the hills of Taraba to the streets of FCT, our programs are empowering women and lives are being transformed. Through our Vetpreneurship and Outlier programs, over 20 veterinarians have received grants and support to grow sustainable practices.
Hello everyone, I'm Dr. Adedina Habitera, the CEO founder of Vetpreneurship.
Hello viewers, my name is Dr. Asika Onyekachi, the founder of Holy Calls Veterinary Healthcare.
Hi, good afternoon. My name is Pashan Zetan, and I'm the CEO of Vetnext Veterinary Services and Consultancy.
My name is Grace Emmanuel. The recipients for the Vetpreneurship Award second edition sponsored by Farmalat. Since the time of the award, our monthly revenue has increased to 200%, and that is the least we have ever got.
I want to appreciate the leadership of NVMA and Farmalat for the Vetpreneurship Award. We are able to take crucial early steps in our journey. We officially registered our business with the Corporate Affairs Commission, completed our branding, and began building a trusted identity within the community.
We started with few workers, and we've been able to maintain that so far. And prior to the grant, I was able to started rendering home services within the community. So that warranted me to want to have more, which the Vetpreneurship grant granted me that opportunity.
Farmalat's input into our business, into our venture, has really helped us grow from leaps and bounds. We've been all the materials and items that are costed by at least fourfold compared to what we provided before now. This is my business from one corner in my own to veterinary store. Veterinary brand Dr. Vetpreneurship has impacted many lives by creating jobs and even especially the lives of pet owners by supplying pet products to at least 7 states in Nigeria, including Kano State, Katsina, Benue, Abuja, Kogi State, and many others. We've had over 100 clients and customers within Kaduna and even outside.
While I'm still running my NYSC, we are able to expand our home service using part of the support we received. This led to over 30% increase in our client base, and we've added a new poultry farm to our consultation list.
You can walk into Farmalat at any point in time, grab what you need, make our supplies and deliveries, get paid, everyone is happy, our clients are happy, and we can really see that we're producing some of the happiest pets in the world from our consistency with service delivery. My advice to the new awardees: invest in the growth of your business, brand, or career as a veterinary doctor. And remember, consistency is the key. Thank you once again, Famalat. A word I have for the incoming product is know what you want and go for it. And give the community a reason to be proud what you will be getting.
Thank you to NVMA and to Farmers for this great opportunity. We do not take it for granted.
Now in Liberia, we're replicating success, supporting vets, creating access, and building a stronger West Africa. Together, we're building a future where no community is left behind. Farm Alliance, transforming animal health, livelihoods, and lives.
Yes, thank you so much. I'm Dr. Eugenia Ishaku, Chief Impact Officer for Farmalat, and I'll be leading the impact presentation we have today, titled Evolving Animal Health in Africa, the Impact of Farmalat. I believe we can all see the slides on the screen. Yes. Of course, livestock plays a crucial role in the lives and livelihoods of millions of people in Africa. Right, in a lot of communities, they serve as a source of food, income, and even social status. And as we all know, the animal health landscape here in Africa is riddled with multiple challenges, leaving owners to suffer with multiple diseases and basically the implications of these challenges. At Farmalad, as a forward-thinking social enterprise, and I want to take a moment to elaborate on that. As social entrepreneurs, we don't just prioritize profit making. We prioritize our mission. We prioritize social good, social impact, so health landscape. So our end goal is not just profit making. Profit making for us is a means to more good. So as a forward-thinking social enterprise, we are revolutionizing animal health in Africa by ensuring that communities, undeserved communities, have access to the resources they need for their animals. Our mission and vision, core values as
on access to veterinary medicines access to veterinary medicine in sub-Saharan Africa. They found out that the major issue we have in Africa with regards to veterinary medicine is the quality of infrastructure, number one, that we have set up, as well as the quality of distribution systems we also have. And that is why we are coming in as a beacon of hope. One, in order to produce or provide the access that is lacking in underdeveloped communities, in undeserved communities, in areas or regions that seemingly seem out of reach to these veterinary supplies. We are bridging that gap and ensuring that those locations can also have, all and sundry can also have access to veterinary inputs. That's one. Two, she mentioned substandard products. Again, we see how sometimes we buy even products that we think should be as good, should give certain results. One at the moment in Liberia. Our distribution centers are in Abuja, we have in Kano, we have in Lagos, we have in Ibadan, we have in Taraba, and we have in Port Harcourt. Also, we've established strategic partnerships with some major organizations across the globe in order to ensure that the quality of products, one, that we receive, as well as the ones that we also serve, are as good as they should be. Also, we engage in training and education. We have an outlier system that we run at every induction ceremony where, you know, fresh graduates have the opportunity to come and learn the business side or the entrepreneurship side of the profession. And they're usually, you know, subject and exposed to quite a vast, you know, area of entrepreneurship. Also, in our impact report for 2024, we were able to successfully issue over 400 million naira in product loans to our partners, to, you know, our all and sundry involved in the profession that we have also, you know, gotten a success rate of 99% in repayment. And currently we have both in
from individual life that has been improved. I'm going to use myself as an example. I don't think I ever thought that I was ever going to be in this aspect. I was always a content creator. Like even in school, that was what I loved doing. I loved anything media. But when I got to Farmalat, I got the opportunity to actually work here and to serve people. And now the improved livelihoods, there was a poultry initiative that was done in Gamble where there was a transformative power of $49 that was given to women. 100 were was empowered in Gembu, Taraba State, and they were given noilas, and they used the noilas that they got. They raised the noilas, and it helped to improve their life in Taraba State, and they were able to make double of what they got there, even making millions of naira just from $49 that was given to them. And also, we've been able to train about 1,000. We've been able to train about 1,542 participants in farmers training, where we brought in experts like Dr. Wageti, Dr. John to come and talk about poultry and how they can use poultry to improve their livelihoods and to improve their life. Then we have testimonials of how our distribution centers has helped a lot of vets. Presently in Abuja, we serve about 200 or 300 veterinary stores, and through our distribution centers, they've been able to get products, even getting products on credit loans and being able to pay back at a specific amount of time. So that is what Farmalat has been able to do within a short period of time. We have many testimonials from people that has improved their means of living, it has improved their income. They can think about leaving this business for their children because they've been able to get more profit. And the fact that Farmalat brings in quality products at affordable rates. So we have a lot of testimonies from these people. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Dr. Faith. Veterinary leadership, and of course, veterinarianship, the purpose that we're here for today. So we believe that veterinarians experience firsthand the challenges that face the industry, and they can come up with this understanding. Of course, they can come up with innovative services and products that can address these challenges faced by the sector and benefit the animals that we all love. So in collaboration with the Nigerian veterinarians across the 6 geopolitical zones, and we are of course celebrating the 3rd cohort here today. Now, to our Outlier Award. Our Outlier Award, of course, seeks to recognize veterinary students who have shown unique leadership qualities for animal health. 3 amazing outliers: Dr. Nancy Eniotu, who is currently our country managing director in Liberia, and she's doing amazingly well over there. We have Dr. Zainab Abdullahi Bir, who worked with us for a very long time, although she's no longer with us. She's now with the Nigerian Agricultural Quarantine Services. And our lovely Dr. Faith, who also doubles as our MC today, right? And a lot of our outliers have gone on to do amazingly well. We have testimonials. We also have another outlier here today, Dr. Faith, Dr. Praise Akobo. Yes. And we have testimonials from our outliers, testimonies on how the internship has benefited them, because this internship is specially curated for them to experience what it is, to experience the industry, the veterinary industry, and help them to pursue their different career tracks. We have another testimonial from Dr. Amina. That's also another outlier of ours. So Liberia expansion. It's no longer news that we recently opened in Liberia. We've established an animal health center in 2 veterinarians, Dr. Bamshak and also Dr. Nancy, who is over there. We're importing vaccines and animal health products, basically. And I want us to hear from the horse's mouth how much we've been able to accomplish in Liberia. And is Dr. Nancy on?
Yes, Dr. Eugene. All right, Dr. Eugenia, can you hear me now? Please, can someone confirm the audio? Dr. Eugenia, can you confirm the audio? All right, good afternoon, everyone. And I must confirm that this is a whole privilege to actually be the one talking about our expansion in Farmalat. My name is Dr. Nancy, and I would love to stand on the existing protocol because of our time. So, leading the Farmalat expansion currently in Liberia has been an amazing one for me, and not just because I am the one leading, but because of the the impact that we are making here in Liberia. So I would have loved to just jump into the movement into Liberia, but for a minute when I heard our very senior colleagues talk, I got motivated to also share just a little. And I would say that my name is Nancy, and I graduated from Michael Okpara University. On the day of my induction, I was selected as the outlier for my set. When I was selected, I really was not expecting that I was going to leave the hall that day with an award because I wasn't the best student in my class. I was just a student, a vet medicine who had interest in leading. So I was literally just an errand girl for my class. Proudly, I saw that one of my classmates would also be taking the Vetpreneurship Award today, which is really impressive. So, with that, I joined Farmalat, and my movement in Farmalat has been nothing short of impact. I was that person who would probably have not even accepted to make this speech today. I would have said no because was going to be either shy or I would not be bold enough to talk, especially when I know that the people who are watching or who are listening are people who are way above me, right? So I moved from being a customer service officer in Farmalat to becoming a country managing director currently in Liberia. Not just did I move from my comfort zone in Nigeria, I have moved to an African country I knew nothing about in my early stages of starting the career. I have moved from just serving veterinarians in Nigeria. Proudly, I would say, I have served for 3 years plus now. And while serving in Nigeria, if we have over 1,000 stores, I think I know the owners of over 700 of it in person. And we have spoken and I have served them, and now it's time to bring it to Liberia. So for our Liberian expansion, we have brought in not just vaccines, not just animal healthcare products, but we have brought in a solution that Liberia has been seeking for a very long time. Proudly, we have established a good relationship with the presidency. We have also established a good relationship with the Ministry of Agri-Care, and they are all impressed by the fact that we took this leap of hope to trust that Liberia can be built by us and, of course, by Africans together. So, not just that we build in Liberia, we are also using this to show that if we could do it in Nigeria, Nigerians are building Nigeria, then, of course, the Nigerian veterinary community can also build the animal healthcare industry across other African countries. So, we have started with Liberia. In Liberia, we currently have 2 veterinarians, of course, my humble self, and we have Dr. Bamshak Ruben. But impressively, we would be having a new veterinary doctor also coming from Nigeria within the first week or second week of next month, which we have also concluded on her relocation into Liberia, of course, and we would also give her all her licenses to practice. So I think in my last presentation somewhere, I did mention that Africa as a whole is still being seen as underserved. So what we are bringing to Liberia still remains solutions to the problems the animal healthcare industry is facing: accessibility, affordability, and amongst everything, the support we are still bringing to the veterinary community. So proudly, I would say that Farmalat is very willing to work with the veterinary community in Nigeria to build the animal healthcare industry in Liberia and also across other African countries. So not just have we employed 2 more vets to make me, okay, to as an addition to me, we are also going to be employing or bringing over 10 vets to make sure we stabilize the animal healthcare industry in Liberia. So to conclude this, because I know we don't also have time, I would say that one vet at a time, we are going to build the Liberian healthcare industry, and one vet at a time, we are also going to build other African countries to have an animal healthcare system that we all will be proud of. As we build or have built Nigeria, we would also join hands with the Nigerian veterinary community to build other African countries. Thank you.
I've not received grant yet. Product, of course, I get quality product from Farmalat. While their presentation was ongoing, one of our very own, our mother, Dr. Maimuna Habib, graciously walked in. Please, ladies and gentlemen, with a standing ovation, let's put our hands together for our mama as she comes up stage to say hello.
You're welcome, ma. Thank you so much. Sorry, I just rushed in. You know, whenever the president is anywhere around me, I always want to be there because for a long time we have not had a very active president. If I'm right, please, a big round of applause. I can see some of my colleagues here. I am happy for what they are doing together with Farm Alert. And I'm telling you, if you are still in government and you don't have anything doing, you're wasting your time. Yes, I've seen my colleagues. They can't even come out and show their faces because they have spent 35 years somewhere. They believe in that office. They work for that office. They left after 35 years and they are dying in silence. The younger ones, please find something for yourselves. Don't sit down idle. Don't give 100% to government. At least take 10% for yourself. At least the NVMA is encouraging the youth, though they are not appreciating what he's doing, because if they are doing, this hall will be filled up with the youths. Yeah. I'm telling you, I left my house by 12 coming here, but somebody called me to come and collect a check of what I'm doing. So I ran there. That's why I'm coming very late. If you are not doing anything for yourself, you end up getting very old. People ask me, if I tell people I'm 63, they say, how? I'm not sitting down idle. I'm using my brain. I'm using my brain. Please, the youths especially, and those that are still in government, find something doing so that when you retire, you will be busy for yourself. the pension will not come until after 1 year, 6 months, 1 year, 4 months. If you are very lucky, 1 year, 3 months. What will you be eating? You are collecting 900,000. When you retire, they will be giving you 170,000. Where will it take you to? So I appreciate what the NVMA is doing together with Farm Alert, and I pray that it's not only the youth, so please look at what the senior men and senior women are doing and see how you can help them. I met one honorable yesterday at the Ministry of Agriculture. Sorry, I didn't want the CVON to know that I went to the ministry. I didn't look for him. I went in there and he told me he employed a director in his farm. It's very bad now. That director should be an employer of labor. So thank you very much. I don't want to take too much of your time. I want to say for the last time to the president, Farm Alert, thank you very much for what you are doing. Please continue doing it. And I asked him if he's going for second term. He didn't answer me. Please, if you want him to go for second term. I don't travel, I don't like traveling, but I assure you I will be there to vote for you. Thank you so much.
At 63, she looks sweet 16. Put your hands together for Mama. At this point, it's a singular honor, or not singular, double honor, to invite the president, Dr. Moses Arukoyo, for the presentation. To assist him is the country managing director, Farm Alert.
So because of time, I'd like to just dive in directly. So if we call your name, you step forward for the presentation, and when you take the award, you just stand to my left. We're going to take a group photograph with our elders, who are very busy, and almost all of them need to go. Dr. Nathaniel Nicholas is the CBON in the house. Our BOT trustee, sir, can you please do us the honors of presenting this award?
On behalf of Nigerian Veterinary Association and Farm Alert, it's my pleasure to present this to you with the hope that you will find the money useful and utilize it to the best of your ability. Congratulations.
Okay, Grace, you want to take the second one? Okay, let me go. Dr. Gyang Pam.
Dr. Gyang, congratulations for being one of the beneficiaries of this great honor. I wish you all the best.
So, thank you very much, sir. Dr. Otto, please, can you come do the honors? Who is coming?
Dr. Obansa Oiza.
Dr. Oiza.
Dr. Oiza, I'm pleased to present this to you, and I wish you all the best. Do it next year to somebody else. Pass on next year to somebody else. Thank you.
Congratulations. The president of the council, please, can you do the honors? Who is coming next? Dr. Olorun Femi Olamatayas.
On behalf of Nigerian Veterinary Medical Association and Farm Alert, I have the singular honor and privilege to present to you the seed of 1 million. It's seed, I'm not going to give it naira. Seed of 1 million for you to use it, prosper, multiply it, and make impact in society. Congratulations.
Congratulations. All right, next.
I was built to be the best, number one and nothing less. Lead me to my destiny. I have waited patiently. I have vision, though I believe. I know I can count on me. So stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up, stand up, stand up. For the champions, for the champions. Stand up for the champions.
Our CPO is back on seat, so I will be back to you. These are the honors. Dr. Joseph Madugueze. Let's make him welcome, please.
Dr. Joseph Sunday Maduguze, member of the NVMA and Famala, and all Nigerian veterinarians, it's my honor and privilege to present. If one of the compliment to you so that you can be an employer of labor, be useful to yourself, to your family, society at large. Congratulations.
Congratulations. So you do one more for us. Who is coming next?
Dr. Prosper Chukwuemeka.
Prosper Chukwuemeka. Let's welcome him, please.
Dr. Prosper Chukwuemeka, I want to congratulate you with this program from NVMA and from Alat. On behalf of Nigerian veterinarians, we want you to be an employer, not an employee of anybody, and make sure we have healthier national animal health, much more productivity, to the glory of God. Congratulations.
Congrats, go and prosper. So, Dr. Huna, our acting registrar, please step up, please. The CBO needs to leave, but we need to take a group photograph. So very quickly, is that the last? So we'll do that in quick as. Okay, fine. Dr. Monday, please, can you step up to do the last after the CBO? No, sir, come and do one more for us. Then Dr. Monday will take the last, and then we'll take Abuola. Oh, okay, the registrar is here. Pardon me, Dr. Abuola Olasu Committee, CBN will do you the honors, and our acting registrar will take the rest, at least.
I know I can count on
Dr. Abuola, may I have your NVMA, Farm and Nigerian veterinarians, hand over to take 1 minute so that you can benefit yourself,
for the champions, for the champions. Stand up for the champions.
Congratulations. So who is the last but not the least?
Dr. Kenneth.
Our acting registrar, Dr. Fadi.
Okay, Dr. Kenneth, on behalf of NVMA and Farmalat, we want to present this to you. I want to copy the person that said you will not put naira. It's 1 million. So the way you look at it, if you see it as dollars, it becomes dollars. If you see it as pound sterling, whichever one. It's a seed for you to prosper and actually make impact. Congratulations.
Congratulations. So can we have all our elders in the house, please come up stage very quickly. All our awardees, let's queue up. All the ESCOs of NVMA, my team members, please come up stage. The awardees, please come to the front. Let's have you put yours, take it up. Okay, take yours up. Come, step forward. No, they need the camera. Is it okay if they stay below? Okay, so step down. People will stand behind you.
I have to pick myself back up, and when I fall down, I have to pick myself back up, and when I fall down, I have to pick myself back up, and when I fall down, I have to pick myself up. Stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up, stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up, stand up, stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up, stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up, stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up, stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up.
NVMA School Section, Lydia, Nu, Farmalat, CMD, all the Farmalat guys, please come. Let's take a picture.
To be the best, number one and nothing less. Lead me to my destiny. I have waited patiently. I have vision, though I believe. I know I can count on me. So stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up, stand up, stand up. For the champions, for the champions. Stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up, stand up, stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up, stand up, stand up, stand up. Here we go, it's getting close. Now it's just who wants it most. That's right, that's how it is. Cause we have our strengths and weaknesses. Oh, I have vision, what can't you see? I'm on the move, make way for me. Stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up, stand up, stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up, stand up, stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up. And when I fall down, I have to pick myself back up. And when I fall down, I have to pick myself back up. And when I fall down, I have to pick myself back up. And when I fall down, I have to pick myself up. Stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up, stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up, stand up, stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up, stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up, stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up, stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up.
Very long time ago. Where did you come from? Where did you go? Where did you come from, Cotton Eye?
Every one of us that this money will be used judiciously, and in the nearest future, we will be among the sponsors of this similar projects. Inshallah, we could also.
Thank you, and God would see that through. At this juncture, I would like to invite the Secretary General, Dr. Atta Samson Agbisi, for the vote of thanks. Thank you. Put your hands together for him. This red cap, they didn't give him, he bought it.
Thank you. On behalf of the Nigerian Veterinary Medical Association, we want to specially thank all of you for coming. We thank the VCM President, Professor Matthew Adamu. Professor, you're welcome. Professor Fashina, we thank you. Our BOT, we thank you. Chairperson, FCT, we thank you. FA, TAD, we thank you. And all other persons for coming. Dr. Oguche, we thank you for coming. We honestly don't take your coming for granted. Anytime we call upon you, you always respond to us. We are most grateful as an association, and we'll continue to rely on you as our fathers, as our mentors. So anytime we call on you, you're always here. We thank you for anywhere you come from. As you are going back, may the Almighty grant us journey mercy back to our various destinations. Thank you, and to our awardees, we thank you for this, and we pray that you are going to make judiciously use of what you have gotten today. Thank you so much for all for coming. God bless you all.
Thank you, Secretary. May you all rise for the national anthem. National anthem, please.
Nigerians all have come to serve a sovereign motherland. Our flag shall be a symbol that truth and justice reign. In peace our honor, and this we count as gain. To have to our children, we don't stay. Oh, God of creation, when peace our one request. Help us to build a nation where no man is oppressed. And so with peace and plenty, Nigeria may be blessed.
Unlock the GoDaddy Aero experience when you purchase a domain from GoDaddy.